Here's the post from William Lee announcing the 130,000th NIO ES8. And for a point of reference, it was right about 1 month ago where the 120,000th was delivered. So I'm thinking with respect to July numbers and what we might see, I've got it at the bottom of the screen, the breakdown and how that might look. And one of the things I did is I looked back at June, and I've got that pulled up on screen now with the breakdown of NIO, Onvo, and Firefly. And then I've got the potential or speculative, maybe, prospective, hopefully the numbers we'll see, perhaps the conservative numbers we'll see from NIO, Onvo, and Firefly. And so June, which was the best month of the year to date here in this year of 2026, and you had not quite 41,000 vehicles total delivered from the NIO Group across all three brands, but you had just under 22,000 vehicles from the NIO brand. You had just under 12,000 vehicles from the Onvo brand, and you had almost 7,000 from Firefly. And so my thinking was kind of simple here. And as I've got it at the bottom of the screen, we'll just talk about it. And I want to hear from you because I want to know what others are thinking. The 23,000 NIO deliveries, I think the majority of those will be comprised of the ES8 and the ES9. We've got a partial month with both options for the ES8. And so I think those numbers will actually be higher than what we saw last month. And that's where I'm coming in with this idea that they maybe will deliver another, let's say, roughly 1,000 more compared to last month in June. And then Onvo, if they can just keep pace and increase little by little, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that they can come in with the 12,000 number. Last month in June, almost 12,000, just under 11,800. And then Firefly with a new monthly record, I believe, from last month, almost 7,000. So maybe they continue with that progression in the increased brand awareness with Firefly and get to a 7,000 number. That would represent the 23, the 12, and the 7, about 42,000 for the new best month in the year of 2026. What do you think? Is this realistic? Do you think it's likely, unlikely? Drop your numbers and predictions in the comments section. And also this, I wanted to point this out because we have the data. It's been changed a little bit from the previous way that ThinkerCar used to share it, but I still like this presentation. So I wanted to talk about it or highlight it. The main thing is NIO in the 300,000 RMB price range and above with a dominant position. And you've got Onvo also ranking in the top 10. Love seeing that. Also, you've got Onvo in the top 5 in the 200 to 300,000 RMB price range. Now, I was curious, and I mentioned this previously about Firefly, because Firefly, as you can see, Onvo, the different price points have them ranking in 2 different price ranges. And so I wonder if that won't be the case with Firefly, where some will be in the 2 different ranges. I am not sure what that looks like, but I do think by the end of the year, we might see them pop up into one of these rankings, provided the majority of their sales are within a certain price range. So, and maybe somebody has that data close at hand. Drop it in the comments if you do. I appreciate it. This is still the big picture though, and I wanted to point this out because there's a lot of market share still to be taken. If you note that NIO dropped from the dominant #1 position in the BEV, that's battery electric vehicle. I mean, there's no one close to them. But when we move over to all passenger vehicle sales, you still have those brands that they want to take more market share from, BMW, Mercedes, and Audi ahead of them, which tells me there are still a lot of sales that NIO can take and Onvo can take, and yes, Firefly as well in the future. I still think it's a big deal. The rural model as the NIO DNA across the newer brands must be recognized because NIO, with its positioning as luxury and premium, there's no question that that important, really critical market of China is recognizing NIO as premium and luxury. So anyway, let me get this brief video up and out as soon as possible. Have a great day or night, whenever you see it, and I'll see you all again very soon.